Yesterday was the first day. It was rough.
I told him every ground ball they get to get a brand new iPhone and you wouldn't lose a single one.
Hey, Dilly!
On that, on that. You got a stick out there?
Sticks up, girls! Crash, 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 crash. Not good job. It's all right, Elena. Way to switch in, Cole! I'm taking that stick away from her, by the way. So when she won't stop driving around like a
Making sure you're talking to me first.
That's what I told her. I said, hang on the wall.
I can't feel
Not
it.
too mad yet. She didn't whip the ball with the ref yet.
Get down!
You gotta bring your camera. My battery's almost dead. Did you get my message?
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry about it now. I think I got an hour and something on this battery, but my other batteries are dead.
By the time I would have got home, I wouldn't have made it here.
Oh, you don't even have it?
No, I left it at home because you said you were using yours.
Come on, Amanda.
So here's our players. You gotta get them studying to these forms at the end of the game. This is the team that's at bat.
Yeah, Chesapeake. So you talk about
Number
15 years old, right?
4, number 7. Well, yeah, he was cool. He was really cool. So right now I'm filming the catcher from the side, getting receiving, because we need the catcher on both teams. So before the game started, I got infield, outfield warm-ups.
So one thing is work. You're not
See, I
complaining.
blocking like that's good. I got the behind the plate. I got him throwing to second base. So now what I do is I go here, and when I do the infield, outfield, I'm just like the coaches, kind of. They're up against the fence. So I get all the outfield throws, infield grounders, throws to first, they turn double plays. Then I come up here and I get at least one at bat from every single player from this side. And usually I'm not here, usually I'm much closer, but there's no way to sneak in there, and kids guys are in the way, so they're rolling in there. You gotta be creative with baseball. You never know you're gonna run up against the fences and stuff. So right now I'm getting him receiving. I'm getting the catcher. You know, I always film the catcher and the batter together. Right? So I get called. So I get the umpires in there a little bit too. If I don't need the batter, once I get enough on the catcher, I'll start working on the mechanics of the pitcher if I need him. But I don't.
First thing.
I don't need him. I don't need number 10 for the 7, 9, and 8 center fielder, shortstop, catcher.
You got his, so you got the coach. There's nothing on the website.
Yeah, I got the coach. I got his email address and everything. So after they hit the ball, we follow them out of the box to here. If we get a situation where they're running around first, I'll pull out and I'll show the pitcher trying to control the runner if we need the pitcher. Yeah. Need the pitcher. So right now, focusing on the batter because we need this guy, the shortstop. He's one of our guys. For the catcher and give him all of them. Because you want to see him blocking, training, and receiving. But then I edit each at bat separately in a separate clip so that they're clean. You know, give this kid his at bats or whatever. Now this kid, number 11. Is he number 11? They say. Did you see his number?
Get in front!
Get it, Sid! Get it! Get it, Sid! Stay with her, Sid! Stay with her! We're in a fight! Come on, ladies, let's go! But I'm still filming for the catchers. And if you don't need the batter or the catcher, I would just pull out, and I wouldn't be filming, but I'd have like a shot of the infield, and when the ball gets hit, I'd hit record and try to get some plays on the crack of the bat. But I'm still getting the catcher from this angle. You know, get some good footage on him. Following me so far? Following me so far? It's a lot of, if this exists, then you film that. If not, then you film the other thing. And if you don't need either of those things, then you film something else. It's, oh, come on. It's a little complicated.
Watch it!
Good thing about it is a lot of it is static shots. You know, showing different angles from pitchers, the at-bats. It's just like you just kind of set up the camera and you let it run. Until there's a play or you guys running out of the box at first and you follow the base runner.
Hey, how y'all doing?
So that was a really good block. It's good. That's good film on the catcher. If you just had the batter centered and you were missing that, that would be not good. So now you can see I've got the batter sort of in the front, and the catcher and the umpire, everyone in the shot. Umpire, catcher, everybody. Pull out. Just pull out and beat them to the bag. Get the, fortunately, because that's where we are and we only have one camera. But we'll make our way around the field in different positions and we'll get him in an at-bat there too. So I check him off. I got him from the right. Yeah. I got him from the right. This kid's not playing today. He's a good young player. So once I get all these players at least one time, one check mark from the right, from the first base dugout, and on the other team,
Yeah, Emma!
and I'll go to center field. Knocked in a run though, right? Should I show the RBI? Come back here. Him on the mound like that. Check that out. I'm just filming the whole hill. Come on, girl! Getting his mechanics, how he comes over the top, lands, leg coming over, whatever.
Fight for it, Ken!
We don't need this batter. Blue 17.
Batter, there you go.
Oh, that was a good shot. That was.
You don't need a lot of this. You're just trying to get his mechanics. You need like 6 or 8 pitches, and that's it. And that's from the whole inning of him pitching. You know, unless now is the runner on first, I'll pull out and I'll show the runner on first. Now he's controlling the base runner, leads, and stuff like that. Otherwise, I want just like 6 or 8 pitches close up just to show the mechanics. That's it. I'm done with that shot.
Maybe you should listen.
But I already have some of this shot too. Now it becomes more important once there's a base runner on. I will go back to filming the catcher, try to meet anybody else, because I want to see if he's going to block. You know, make sure nothing is by him when his base runner's on, because it's more important. Texas Roadhouse is a smash. Absolute smash. She loves it. Loves it about it. Loves me. I'm talking for like 45 minutes. So you're always kind of behind the play a little bit, but you have time to, before the ball comes down to the play, to find it and then get on find the tail end, what the result was. We just want to see the result. You don't have to follow the ball necessarily.
Not bad.
Okay, so now we check him off. We have him from the right side. We get this kid. I actually missed his at bat.
Heads up!
I thought it was coming right there.
I think I missed
I knew it wasn't back here.
Maybe we come back around, maybe not. The best shot's the one up the middle from center field. You can see everything. It's the best seat now. You can see all the plays. You can see pitchers, batters, breaking balls, catchers working behind the plate. And if the ball's hit, you just pull out, you get in your infield plays, outfield plays. Everything's in front of you. I like that. Throws to second base, catchers throwing people out. He said he'd run the generator for me back there because he had no electricity if I needed to charge my batteries, which was very nice to offer. This is why I go auto iris. Like if I mean manual iris. So my auto iris right now, it's very dark. So I put it on manual and I open it up and I dial it down so I make it brighter on a day like this.
Butter. Come on, Butter, pick that up. That was a shot. That was a shot.
Stay in front! Go! Get it, Selby!
We're not a hitter's game today. This weather. Well, that's too bad. We pretty much got Texas Roadhouse sewed up for you.
Stay with us,
I said we could go back for dinner. So,
Hey, 2-4, you can't change.
it really becomes important to, in baseball, you find yourself looking at the first clip and the last clip. It's just like the very first clip, okay, I know I got this batter, and I need that at bat, so you just throw it in the kid in. You don't even have to watch the at bat. You don't have to watch the pitching, because the clip begins and ends with him. So you really are isolating players in baseball, even if you did every single player. Now, infield, outfield warm-ups are,
They don't have. Come on, George.
but it's just one clip.
Come on.
I know, the coaches in the way sucks.
Emma,
Is this our picture? Is this 20? No. Yeah, it is.
Get up there, Em.
You see, you don't need a lot of room. He's almost in the way, but he's not. If he stays right there, we're good.
Get open for her.
How about him? Second baseman.
This might be number 8. This might be the kid that I missed.
He's a shortstop. This is
7? No, it can't be. Maybe
shortstop.
playing third. No, this kid's playing shortstop today. He said he was the best athlete on the team. This kid, he's the best pitcher too. He pitched yesterday. Pitching no hitter, 77 pitches. I mean 2-hitter.
Well, I said, told you I read in the local paper, top 2 best 1-2 combo pitching in Maryland.
Yeah. One thing the coach said, he said the letter that he got was kind of like a form letter. So I don't know why that would be.
Emma, you gotta keep moving.
Any personalized constant contact, well, just so you know. He said that it looked kind of like it looked. Yeah, what should be personalized? But he said it looked like. That's why he questioned it, and it said. And it said Maryland Coaches Association. That's why I don't want to miss anything. Figures I got the first baseman in the way. This is where you could use some binoculars, because when you get in the center field, it's hard to see the batters and their numbers, unless they have a PA system, which is great. We do need this pitcher, so I want to get, right after this batter, we're going to move. And I want to move in during an at-bat. Because we want to get behind this guy throwing, we need him. Didn't expect this weather. What the hell's up with this?
It's supposed to rain. Off and on. I can get home from work at a reasonable time and start getting everything that I have to get done, like the letters and the letters to the players that we already scouted. I'm trying to finish that film today.
So this is the kind of the shot. I'm still not exactly in the position I want to be, but you know, I get the pitcher and the catcher. As I get more linear, I'll be able to get tighter. Well, that's a problem you're going to find. You're going to have a problem with umpires, because sometimes they get their ass in your face there. If there's a runner on first, they go over here, but usually they're on the other side. But now we got a runner on first, and now he's over here. So then sometimes you find yourself picking up the camera, moving a foot, just a foot or two, one way or the other, to clear him. That's pretty typical. Because I bet you with the broad, how'd you like the email I sent to the athletic director, Broadneck? Good? So now I go back and I show there's a runner on second. And you see back here is very small movements because we're out of focus. So the way I explained it, she absolutely loves the program, thinks it's fantastic. She's just wondering, like, in corporate will look at it differently because they like to quantify everything. So if you're spending so much, $450, why don't you just go to high school and feed everybody at a banquet? Like, they want to see, like, the direct impact on the advertising dollars and what it brings in. I said, well, you're not going to be able to quantify this. This is, you know, but she gets it. We had a great conversation. That she wants to be the place that everyone goes to, you know, to eat, like, you know, the neighborhood place, not like a franchise. She wants to be that type of place. So she gets the community ties and wants to do it. She's going to follow up with Paul, I guess, who is the, like, her boss. And, you know, I'll send her an email thanking her too, and I'll CC you on it. Definitely want to work on some kind of media package for the high schools as we sign them up. Some kind of informal way to sign them up. You know, I told him that we'd be contacting the coaches for nominations, but I want to send something a little more formal that he can pass on to everybody. And for now, it's that 4-pager PDF that explains who we are, what we do, sponsor benefits, and school benefits, which I think is good enough for now. But I'd like to be able to nail something physically to these people as we sign up to high school and get them on board and tie this whole thing together with the community. And there's a letter writing campaign. Should include a copy of that. Just show how the letter writing campaign examples done by the kids to raise money. Once we get the sponsors and we send the letters, I think we should send them flat. We don't fold them up. That way if they want to frame them and put them up and say, you know, Texas Roadhouse, and they want to put them up in their trophy case or, you know, recognizing the player, I think we should make those a little fancier, a little nicer, maybe like a seal or something on them. So this is really good footage because we get the, and it's better than it looks. It's not as far away as you think. Sometimes I even pull out a little bit so I can't see second base. So I'll pull out a little bit. Oh, now I got second base. Why is my focus so bad? Oh, you know why? That's not why. So I would follow up with her in a few days. I'll probably follow up with her. I'll give you the card to see if we can't. Got the out at home. That's good.
Didn't they score?
Yeah, last inning.
Didn't this team score this inning?
Um,
On that overthrow?
oh yeah, they might have.
They didn't give him a run. They wait till the end of the inning.
Oh no, this. The first inning was, yeah. So, ooh, he hit it with his bat. That's amazing. How the hell did he do that? You see that?
It's not amazing. Like he did. That's luck that it hit the bat and not him.
But he did that to defend himself. It was like Bruce Lee with his nunchucks. That was cool. Holy sh! That's a terrible hit. How could anyone hit like that and make it go straight off the bat that way? You have to edit this audio up. So just pull out. We got a double play. Nice. Yeah, we got that double play. So now I start recording because I wanted to throw to second. And I can get times off this too on the film. I didn't bring my stopwatch. It's probably in my bag. But... and I got his throws. And this, you find yourself filming everything up the middle because usually you need the catcher, the pitcher, or the batter. And if you need the catcher or the pitcher, you got to film the whole inning anyway. So you're getting every at bat. I mean, in the rare occasion you don't need the catcher or the pitcher, then I guess you would just film the at bats that you need, but you can't see the numbers. So I find myself filming the whole while I'm out here everything. In this case, we need the catcher, so we're just going to film the whole inning. Catchers end up getting a lot of footage. If you're their catchers, pitchers, sometimes they charge them an extra $100 because there's a lot of footage from a lot of different angles. Now, again, it's not as cropped as tight maybe as we would like, but in editing we could always just grab the frame and we could pull it out like this and center it, and we have extra resolution to play with, especially your camera. You could res it up. It's not gonna pixelate. You can stretch it. Yeah, both coaches were very receptive, and I told them, hey, we'll probably be following up with your athletic director because we have a really profound program that incorporates the community, and it really takes the onus off of the fact that, you know, we might be selling parents something. We really love the way this is coming together with this new program. And Texas Roadhouse said, you know, you make a killing. She says, this is a great program, and I love the feeling of it. I love everything about it. You know, because we're a big corporation, we might look at it differently. The higher-ups might look at it differently. But you go around to some of these other businesses around here, they're going to do very, very well, she said.
When I talked to Doug today about his father-in-law, general manager, I said, I said, does he make all the decisions? He's like, yeah, he does. I said, well, I said, you know the sponsorship thing you think you get? He's like, yeah, he's like, but I will give you a warning. He's like, everybody and their mother goes to them and asks them for stuff. He's like, but can't hurt to try. He's like, you can always ask him and see what he says. But he's like, just everyone on that peninsula asks them for money.
What business is this?
The supermarket, the one right next to the O'Loughlin's that we went to.
Yeah.
At Value Foods or
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Lion.
It's the
O'Loughlin's, yeah.
Yeah, it was the restaurant, the supermarket that's next to it.
Gotcha.
Nature Foods or something like that.
Well, hopefully the battery's gonna last the 7th inning and the 3rd now. Not sure. Film. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need this batter or not, but again, I'm filming for the catcher anyway.
In the picture too, right?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I'm still thinking about the other team. No, I don't need this picture.
That's right, Chesapeake's not getting mine.
This will take a lot of practice. This will probably be the hardest thing, you have to believe it or not, the hardest thing to do. I missed the first pitch, huh? That's right. I'll be back to see these guys again because they got a good team. This coach likes us. The hell are you? And the #1 pitcher, you know, you probably want to come out again to see him. So you'll be in touch and you say, hey, when's so-and-so pitching, you know? Some conversation. Stop. Ready? That's good, moving right along. My camera gets soaked. Second base, right? Second base.
And as soon as I leave the office, they go, you got an order for tomorrow. I said, okay, this is the last order. I can't take any more orders for tomorrow. Leave. 5 minutes later, we got tickets in the office for tomorrow. I said, I don't know what part of this you guys aren't understanding, but I'm at maximum capacity. I said, we have nothing for Thursday. And then Thursday, I have three freaking orders going out. I said, move shit to Thursday, people. I said, we don't just work on Wednesdays. They just do this all the time. Wednesdays and Fridays, they put all the stuff on, and we do nothing the rest of the week. I said, no, I have to pay overtime to drivers because you guys don't know how to manage your customers.
Yeah, we talked about that before. It's age-old. The salespeople are trying to do what they to make people happy, make their customers happy, and they're, you know, pissing you off because it can't happen, but they're promising the world. You know, because they want it's
not even the salespeople. It's the damn girls in the office. The salespeople, the people in the office.
really customer service. Yeah, they want to keep.
But they don't pay commission on any of this shit.
I know they just want to keep the customers happy, but they don't realize what the strain it puts on you. Oh, where are they? Well, I still follow him to first base because he turns around and I see, okay, took a pitch on here. So now I got the pitcher, the catcher, the batter, and second base in case he tries to steal. Oh, perfect, you have to move. If I don't need anyone and I need this guy in second, sometimes I'll follow him basically, you know, leading. If the catcher trying to hold him on, just kind of get this situation. As you see situations, put out a second.
Called up on some stuff. Actually, I gave my business cards to the FedEx driver. He came in, he just saw the crossman. He's like, oh, is that college? I said, no, it's high school. He's like, oh, you film it? They pay you to film it? I said, well, I'm told him the whole story about it. He said, oh, I go to a lot of games. I said, well, here, take my card if you ever know anyone who, might be interested.
It says 42 minutes.
Just the fence were a little bit lower, so I can't see over it.
Well, that's why I got that.
I have to bend down
No, I mean, I'm looking at it in the viewfinder. Oh, there's a shot in the gap. Nice. He's one of our guys, so we got to play on him. Good. So I'm not going to see you tomorrow, then?
You can see me on the way. What time are you leaving? Are you leaving tomorrow or are you leaving on?
It's up to you. I mean, if I don't have, if you don't want me to do anything for you, you don't want to bank the day, then we'll save the day for another time. I'll just give you, next time I come down for one day, or down for 2 days. Well, I mean, I could definitely find stuff to do. But I think you're in good shape. Throw down. I just want to get the throw. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. After this inning, we'll move to the other side. I want to make sure we get. And that's the other thing. You want to get his mechanics in case he doesn't pitch the whole game. He comes out. We want to get around to seeing him, from the third base side too, before he comes out of the game possibly. So. This is only the top of the fourth, right? So the ball gets hit. I really don't need to see. I've got the shot framed up. Try to save some battery power. It's 5th inning, by the way. I guess that the lights are up. So that's better. My camera's 1080 or 720 or so. When you ingest it, make sure your Apple ProRes will be fine. But use that. What's the setting we determined to do on the whole game film now? What are you using on that? If you did the entire lacrosse game, what was the setting you used?
I think it was 420 or 720, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? And upload fast enough and process fast enough? Yeah, you'll find, the more games you cover and posts, the more your communications are going to become important to organizing your follow-up with your players, your coaches, who you get release forms from, who you didn't get release forms from, who you're trying to get them from,
Stupid.
Are you always on call kind of thing with stuff when things happen?
I mean, it's just an email that just got sent, so I know she's gonna, even though it's after hours, she's gonna expect me to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just stupid.
I'm gonna move after this half inning. So get the ready. We may not see a bottom of the 7th. Let me get over the other side. Okay. Right, receiving from the other side on the catcher. Obviously that back from the other side. And fielding from the open side of the body. So any ground balls hit over here, this will be good. From the open sides here, hand work, footwork. From the right side.
Hey, face the ball score, let's go.
All right, 26 minutes left of this battery. Pull it off. Let's get the list out and start saving our recording time on batteries we don't need. We're going to start editing. Here, start wearing your buttons. Pretty much sums it up. I want to start adding Twitter names to the scouting release forms. Think about doing that on yours and editing it so we get the Twitter handle accounts on the kids. Because that way we could tweet out reports, which we should be doing. But it's okay if you don't do it live. Maybe after you go home and you have dinner, you could think about what you saw and you could do some shout outs, you know? Write a little story. Sometimes on Facebook I'll write like a little story about, you know, undefeated team just got beat, whatever it might be. You got here pretty quickly though, you didn't miss too much.
Traffic, actually, I'm pretty sure, but you've seen traffic on the mountain road.
That road is long, huh? It took me forever to get to Roadhouse. I'm like, how long is this freaking street? If I were you, I would start looking at the other spring sports that Broadneck does, and
Oh, they do everything.
you know, just thinking what else is going on this spring besides track.
There's lacrosse, basketball,
Yeah,
track, softball, baseball.
softball.
That's it.
Big step in the right direction for you, for everybody. Get it up.
The Royals didn't die by the home run. Mostly
The
died.
Yankees too.
Just because their pitching stinks.
Well, you gotta be able to hit home runs in order to do that. Like the Yankees. Yeah.
Baltimore led the league in home runs 2 years ago. Their biggest mistake was paying that Palm Chris Davis instead of saving that money from Machado or Scope. They're going to end up losing both them. And now they got a guy who hits about 200, strikes out 200 plus times a year.
We still have Machado, right?
Last year.
Like the Yankees.
They probably will.
You use a third
Yankees or
baseman.
Phillies.
You use a better third baseman. That'd be pretty good.
He's playing short this year.
Is he?
So I don't understand why.
Must be the
Because
best
he
choice,
wants,
I guess.
because he wants to. Well, they're trying to make him happy, but it's too late to make him happy. You're not going to keep him, so why hurt your defense? He's been a Gold Glove third baseman for the last.
Well, I only have 18 minutes on the battery. I'll just get a few pictures for mechanics and then show that there was a change of pitchers.
He moved 20 to third. Biggest switch.
What? Oh, they went to third.
They're
Yeah.
getting the outfielders to move back.
Kind of move. supposed to be an area that you stay in, you know?
Faces back.
It was hard. What are you talking about? That thing was
Coach's email just at the top of that sheet too.
Dylan, your way. Dylan, Colby, Jake, best football in. Go. Got a little pop, be ready.
Minutes left in the back. It's very close. Yeah, I realized my bag's been in my car too. That's another reason because it's cold out. The batteries don't hold a charge. I had it in the room. I put it in the other day for whatever reason. I thought I might need it with you. Yeah, it's been in the trunk for a few days. That's not good. So you got what swimming to get your daughter to tonight?
From behind the plate.
Yeah, I started the game that way, and then if there's an extra inning, maybe I'll do that. I get the pitchers warm-ups. The at-bats aren't from behind the plate. The at-bats are not valuable at all. So that's the stuff that every parent shoots that coaches roll their eyes at. They can't evaluate from that. So that's like home movie stuff. I get behind the plate to get the throws from the catcher. And also to get the pitchers warm up so you see any movement on the ball and stuff like that. And just every angle you can get in pitching is good. The plate is worthless. And I go back and I show where the ball went, follow back in, and then show where he ended up on first base. In case that the runner advanced to second, show him real quick there, and then go back. You could actually do a very interesting film with just one camera in baseball if you do it right. And really tell the story. Run on second, run on first, back to the pitcher, and the batter. It's like 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Quick. So you're focused on him. 10 minutes left of battery. The next bottom half. Yeah. That was too much to try to get. I made a mistake there. That was too much to try to get by the time he spun around through to go from here all the way to there. That was too ambitious. Did you bring a check for me then? If I don't see you tomorrow? Huh?
I don't have it with me.
Oh.
I figure if you're going home, you can always swing by my work. It's on the way.
Oh yeah. Just that's however you want to do it. Just don't want to inconvenience you and you have to go back out, or if I don't see you tomorrow. But so I can stop by. cash flow of a certain amount, right? Oh yeah, in a year, yeah. Camps in the area, tournaments, combines, things like that. Where there's tons of kids. That's where I always make most of my money. These are going to be your big hit. These are going to be your big ticket kids. It'll be like $1,000, $1,200 sales. When you go to events, it'll be like 200, 200, 200. Second one's 25. Everyone after that is 10. So if they swim in a bunch of heats, then it'll be like, okay, the first one's, and then the second one's a discount, and then the third one's a discount, and then every single one after that is the same price. You only swim in 3? Okay, so you do first 45, second 25, third 10. And then your average set, because once they spend 45, it's easy to spend 25. Once they spend 25, it's easy to spend 10. It's an easy upsell. And then your average sale is $70. 80. Come on, coach. Give me a break. Don't forget to take all of your items. Get a base runner. Good, we got a base runner. Okay, good. Now steal. Okay. Got one little bar in there. Come on.
After a wild pitch, they put him on, and then they put on that guy.
With the pressure on the
Second
pitcher. It's fake bunting. It's just to try to rattle the pitcher. So if there's a bad pitch, you walk him in. This is the strategy.
Jesus Christmas, just get a goddamn thing. How I look at it.
Go, go, go! Come on!